Hello friends, myself Dr. Nandakumar Ravale from College of Engineering is going to deal with Applied Thermodynamics 1. This is our 41st lecture. In previous lecture we have discussed numerical on condenser. Today also we will be discussing a numerical on condenser, but this is a jet type of condenser. So in previous lecture we have discussed on surface condenser. Now today we are going to discuss on jet type condenser where the two fluids, steam and the cooling water, are going to mix with each other, and simultaneously we are going to calculate the data for the pump which is used to extract condensate as well as air from the condenser. So here the steam engine exhaust. So steam is exhausted at the rate of 5000 kg per hour. So mass of steam or mass of condensate is 5000 kg per hour. Then into a jet condenser. Type of condenser is jet condenser, means both steam and cooling water are going to mix with each other and coming out as a condensate. So steam and cooling water are going to mix. In previous case, so these were separate, but here these two are going to mix. Vacuum in the condenser is 685. So vacuum pressure is given, PV is equal to 685 mm of Hg. This is given in mm of Hg. Then the barometer reads, that is nothing but atmospheric pressure, PB, 760 mm of Hg, 6000 kg of water at 25 degrees Celsius. So mass of water circulated is 6000 kg per hour is injected at 25 degrees Celsius. So water inlet temperature TWI is 25 degrees Celsius injected into condenser per minute. So this 6000 kg is per minute. It is not in hour, it is in per minute. The air carried by steam into the condenser. So the sources of air entering into the condenser are two sources. One is some amount of air enters into the condenser along with the steam. So mass of air along with the steam, MAS, mass of air along with the steam enters at the rate of 6 kg per hour. And air is also carried out with the cooling water. So air enters along with the steam, air enters along with the water. So air entering along with the cooling water, air in the water being 5% of volume of atmospheric pressure, volume of water at atmospheric pressure. So it is not given directly. Mass of air entering in the water along with the water is given in terms of percentage of volume of water. So it is 5% of that volume of water. Temperature of mixture, cooling water and condensate coming out of the condenser is at 35 degrees Celsius. So temperature of condensate, we can call this as 35 degrees Celsius. Assuming volumetric efficiency of air pump. So volumetric efficiency of air pump is 80%, and all dissolved air from water is liberated in the condenser. So in condenser, the air which is dissolved in the water is separated. Find the dimensions of pump used to remove air. So here L and D. L and D means stroke length and diameter of piston of this pump has to be calculated. Condensate together if it runs at N, speed is given, N is equal to 200 rpm. Also find amount of water vapor in kg carried with air per hour. So amount of water vapor has to be calculated, which is mixed with the air and is taken out by this pump. Take the temperature of atmospheric air as 27 degrees Celsius, and the L by D ratio, stroke to bore ratio, is 16 is to 1.6 is to 1. This is the data given. Now we'll arrange this data into the table. Mass of steam entering is 5000 kg per hour. Vacuum pressure is 685 mm of Hg. Barometric pressure is 760 mm of Hg. Mass of water entering is 6000 kg per minute. It is not in hour. The temperature of this is temperature of 25 degrees Celsius is temperature of water entering is 25 degrees Celsius. So temperature of water at inlet is 25 degrees Celsius, and mass of air entering along with the steam is 6 kg per hour, 6 kg of air, and mass of air entering along with the water is 5% by volume. So temperature of condensate coming out of this condenser is 35 degrees Celsius. Volumetric efficiency of pump is 80%, which runs at 200 rpm. Temperature of ambient air is 27 degrees Celsius and L by D ratio is 1.6. This is given. So he is asking us to find out L, D and mass of air entering into the condenser, or mass of steam, mass of air entering into the condenser along with the steam. So this is to be mass of steam carried with the air. So mass of steam which is moving along with the air is to be calculated. So now we know total pressure PT is equal to PV minus PV. So PV is given, PV is given, we can find out total pressure. So volume of the air pump is given by pi by 4 d square L into volumetric efficiency into N. So this is nothing but the volume flow rate of that pump. So L and D are given in terms of ratio. Volumetric efficiency is given, N is given. So once you know total volume, then we can find out L and D. Our aim is to find out L and D. So what is known? Volumetric efficiency is known, N is known, and this L can be written as 1.6 times D. So unknown will be D if we know total volume. So total volume of air is nothing but volume of air entering with the steam. So that is total volume which is pumped by this pump is volume of air plus volume of condensate plus volume of cooling water. So volume of air can be calculated mass of air into R into T divided by PA. So mass of air is calculated as mass of air entering along with the steam and then mass of air entering along with the water. So mass of air entering along with the water can be obtained by MAW into PVAW divided by RT. So what is this mass of air entering with the water? Is P into VA. This is P is pressure. VA is volume of air entering along with the water. RT is the gas constant temperature. So VA, volume of air entering with the water, is 5% of volume of water. So 0.05 into volume of water. Volume of water can be known as mass divided by density. So mass divided by density gives us total volume. So now condensate volume is equal to mass of steam divided by density of water. So into 1 divided by 60 because it was given in per minute. So this is to be divided by 60 to convert it into per hour. So volume of cooling water, mass of cooling water we know, density of cooling water we get volume of cooling water. So substituting this volume of cooling water, volume of condensate, then volume of air, VA, calculated by this. So we get total volume. Once we get total volume, we can find out L and D. Then mass of steel leaking along with the condensate is given by 8.5. So 8.5 is nothing but this is what we call as volume of air. It is volume of air into 60 divided by specific volume of steam. So this gives us mass of steam leaking. So now we start with this. So condenser pressure PT, and first of all we can find out, or we can convert these pressures into bar. So PB, atmospheric pressure 760 mm of Hg. This is equal to 1.0132 bar. Then vacuum pressure PV is equal to 685 mm of Hg, which is equal to, again, rho value is 13,600 into 9.81 into 685 divided by 10 to the power of, this is 3 into 10 to the 5, 10 to the power of 8. This is 0.9138. So this is how it is calculated as 13,600 into 9.81 into 685 divided by 1000 to convert into meter divided by 10 to the power of 5 to convert it into bar. So this is 0.9138 bar. So now total pressure PT is equal to PB minus PV, which is nothing but 1.0132 minus of 0.9138. So this is minus 1.0132 0.099 bar. 0.099 bar. So PS, saturation pressure or partial pressure of steam at 35 degrees Celsius. Condenser pressure, condenser temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. So here it is given as temperature of condenser is 35 degrees Celsius. So at 35 degrees Celsius this works out to be 0.056 bar from steam table. So this is taken from steam table. So now mass of air entering into the condenser along with the steam is given as 6 kg per hour. Volume of water at atmospheric condition, volume of water at atmospheric condition coming into the condenser, VW is equal to mass of water divided by density of water. Mass of water is 6000 kg per minute. Mass of water, which is given here as 6000 kg per minute. 6000 divided by density of water is 1000 kg. So this will be 6 kg, sorry, 6 meter cube per minute. 6 meter cube per minute. So this is in kg per minute, and this is in density is in kg per meter cube. Kg gets cancelled, meter cube per minute is the unit. So volume of air air VAW, volume of air along with water, which is given as 5%, 0.05 into volume of water. So 0.05 into volume of water is 6. So this will be 30 meter cube per minute will be the volume of air entering. So this volume, if we want to convert into meter cube per hour, so multiply it by 60, 30 into 0.3, so this will be 0.3, 0.30 meter cube, 0.30 into 60 meter cube per hour, or this will be 18 meter cube per hour. 18 meter cube of air enters. So mass of this air, mass of air entering along with the water, MA is equal to PV divided by MRT. So M is taken on left hand side, RT. So P is pressure of ambient air, that is 1.0132 into 10 to the power of 5 into volume of air along with water, which is calculated just now as 18 meter cube per hour, divided by R is equal to 287 into temperature of this condenser 27 plus of 273. So T is 27 degrees Celsius. Temperature of air is 27 degrees Celsius. So this works out to be mass of air 21.6 kg per hour. So now total mass of air entering, total mass of air will be mass of air entering along with the steam plus mass of air entering along with water. Mass of air entering along with the steam is 6 kg per hour plus 21.6. So this will be 27.6 kg of air is entering into the condenser per hour. So if we want to find out this in minute and divided by 60, 27.6 divided by 60, this will be kg per minute. So that is nothing but 0.444 kg per minute. So why we are converting this into per minute? Because RPM, revolutions per minute, is given. So therefore we are converting it into per minute. So volume of air, the volume of air at 35 degrees Celsius and partial pressure Pa is equal to, so whatever is this mass of air. Now we want to find out volume of air. Volume of air at 35 degrees Celsius, because this condenser is at 35 degrees Celsius and partial pressure of air as 0.046 bar. So partial pressure of air which we have obtained here as 0.046 bar. Partial pressure of air we have calculated on one test. The partial pressure of air is 0.046 bar. So how this comes out? Partial pressure of air is equal to total pressure minus of partial pressure of steam. Total pressure, which is calculated here as 0.099 bar, 0.099 bar minus of PS. Partial pressure of steam as 0.056, 0.056, 0.043 bar, 0.043 bar. So this is to be calculated. Now volume of air is equal to mass of air RT divided by PA. Mass of air is 0.444 into R is 287 into T is 273 plus of temperature of air is, sorry, temperature of complete condenser is 35 degrees Celsius divided by partial pressure of air is 0.043 into 10 to the power of 5. So this must be Newton per meter square. So this will be 8.5 meter cube per minute. So volume of air which is taken is 8.5 meter cube per minute. So volume of condensate per minute. Now volume of air is known per minute. We have to find out volume of condensate per minute, volume of cooling water per minute, and we have to find out total volume. So now volume of condensate per minute is equal to 5000 is mass of steam entering divided by 1000 into 1 over 60. So this will be equal to 0.0833 meter cube per minute. So how this works out? Volume of condensate, mass flow rate is known, mass divided by density, mass of water divided by density of water. So this was given in hour, we want to convert it into meter, so that's why multiplied it by 1 by 60. Mass of water is 5000 kg per hour, rho w is 1000, that is mw divided by rho w. So formula for this is mw divided by rho w into 1 over 60. So mw is 5000, rho w is 1000 into 1 by 60 gives us volume in meter cube per minute, volume of condensate per minute. Then volume of cooling water is equal to mass of water into density of water into, so here this is already mass of water is given in, mass of cooling water is given in per minute only. So mass of water, cooling water is 6000 per minute, 1000 per minute, 1000. So here mass of steam or mc, we can say mc here divided by 1000. So here we need not to multiply it by 1 by 60 because this is given in kg per minute and this was given in kg per hour. So that's why we have divided by 1 by 60. Here 1 by 60 is not required. 6 kg, 6 meter cube per minute, 6 meter cube per minute. So total volume is equal to volume of air plus volume of condensate plus volume of cooling water. The volume of air which we have calculated as 8.5 plus volume of condensate which we have calculated as 0.0833. Volume of cooling water is calculated at 6 kg, sorry 6 meter cube per minute. So this will be 14.583 meter cube per minute. So now we know total volume. Total volume of pump is given by Vt is equal to pi by 4 d square L into volumetric efficiency into speed rpm. So here Vt is 14.583 which is equal to pi by 4 into d square. L is taken as L is equal to L by D ratio is given as 1.6. So L is equal to 1.6 times D. So in place of this L we substitute 1.6 D. Volumetric efficiency is given in this problem as 80% means 0.8 into RPM is given 200. So from this on simplification we get diameter D is equal to 0.411 meter and L is equal to 1.6 into D, 1.6 into 411, which is equal to 0.6576 meters. So this is about air landing, stroke length and diameter. So this is the diameter, this is the stroke length. Now mass of steam carried with the air per hour. Mass of steam carried with air per hour. Mass of steam is given by ms 8.5 into 60. So this is mass of 8.5 is nothing but volume of air into 60 divided by specific volume of steam. 8.5 into 60 divided by specific volume is 25.25. So Vs, specific volume, at 35 degrees Celsius from steam table is given as 25.25 meter cube per kg. So this on further calculation gives us 20.32 kg per hour. This much of steam is going to leak along with the air. ms2, we can say mass of steam carried with the air per hour is 20 kg, 20.32 kg per hour. So this is how we have completed numerical sound steam condenser. So in next lecture we will be starting with the air compressor.